the rabbit gets him into a grapple. He's just a bird. What is he going to do? His only method of transportation is wings, and bird bones are hollow. So that would be like nothing to snap. It would be like snapping a twig for that rabbit. Hello, and welcome to the Neon Ape podcast. We've rebranded. My name is Daniel, otherwise known as Not Daniel on the internet.
My name is Holden, otherwise known as Time to Grind on the interwebs.
My name is Matthew, also known as
It is
Sutter.
December.
Yeah.
That means
I was going to go for a joke, but I failed making the joke. I was going to make a joke saying, I'm Matthew, also known as NoFap, Anonymous 42. I mean, Sutter. But then I just said NoFap. Like,
that's so pretty
independent.
Cult, honestly.
Yeah, I know that. That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's just weird.
Like, I mean, I get like wanting to like.
I think it's a really good support group, honestly.
I mean, like it's like if you want to just like if you think like you're having a problem doing stuff too much, without trying to be too explicit, like that's fine. But like I don't know the few times like when I went on that subreddit and stuff like when I was like in high school and like they make it out to be like if. Like doing some of those things, like I'm just saying, masturbating is like gonna kill you. Like they act like, I mean, like that's the reason you can't like get a girl.
You can't listen. Yeah, I agree that because I used that in high school to get myself off.
Yeah,
porn addiction. Like the reason it's portrayed as so like awful is because if you're really addicted to it, it's really awful. Like addictions in whatever form is pretty awful.
Yeah.
I would treat it the same way like an Alcoholics Anonymous group would refer to, like gin is like, devil liquid or something like. For addicts, it's a really, really bad thing. And that's why within that circle, it's treated as such a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's, my opinion anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fair because like if you, are just doing what you want with your own time and it's not like affecting, like your family or your, like if it's not affecting these other relationships
It'd be like
and stuff like that.
If there's a group, I don't know if this exists, of like anti-merit, former people that are just really bad on marijuana, like using it too much a day, like that got in a habit of it.
Yeah, like got addicted to it, like mentally.
And they were trying to, and then they kind of say like, fuck marijuana, just maybe lose my job and all this stuff. And
they talk so bad about it, and like
they would make it seem like marijuana is like the worst drug out there.
Whereas like if you can just use it,
most people use it recreational,
and it's healthy for you. Okay, I think that's fair because I guess I was in the boat of like, well, I personally like thought I needed to do that at one point, and like it just seemed really culty. But I guess like like you brought up a good point. Like for the people that like actually need it, it's probably
it's like
pretty helpful.
I will say some of the whole like superpowers things. It's actually like an in joke
a little bit.
It's an in joke within the community itself where it's like I'm at day 40. I can see through walls. I can move my legs faster than anyone on Earth. I can jump to the moon and back. Like all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah. So I'm glad you guys tuned into our episode.
Our media theme podcast.
Our Neon Apes.
Neon Apes. Yeah,
look, Neon. There's apes. There's monkey tit right there.
Yeah, exactly.
I have
you into relapsing.
I spent way too much of a duration of this podcast staring at that nipple right there.
All right, but for real, it's a very distracting nipple. I like it, but like it's a distracting nipple. I will say.
It looks like a mole.
Also,
there's things you have to like you don't know if it's a bad type of like part of your skin, but you have to go to the doctor just to make sure.
Oh yeah. For anyone listening to the podcast, we have a TV. If you've never actually watched it and you've been one of our people that listen, we have a TV in the studio here where all our like 3 apes that we have in our profile picture, you can see one of their nipples, and so that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I feel like it's the one that I picked out. My favorite ape. I chose it because of the nipple. That was the only reason.
That was the only reason you picked it?
I did it for the nipple.
Okay.
I think you picked
the center one.
Okay, yeah.
This is mine. right here. This monkey.
We both got attached to our monkey.
I know.
You left your ape out in the rain, Matthew.
I know. He's like, what
He's so confused. He's sad and alone.
He's like the villain in the one Spider-Man movie. He becomes a villain because Spider-Man doesn't remember his name. No, that's not the reason.
No, that was that the Amazing Spider-Man, the one with like Garfield in it.
Excuse me?
Andrew Garfield.
Oh.
I thought you were like,
not
you're right.
the
You're right.
lasagna cat, the actor.
You really should have said the full name there. I'm sorry.
I couldn't. The only thing that came to my mind was Garfield. I closed my eyes and I see lasagna.
Yeah, I see, because I he's got a wire. He's got a wire. But
our production quality at least.
Yeah, we is it on?
Oh, my mic is rip. My mic is rip. I'm talking into the
Your
other
mic
ones.
is rip. Daniel is having some here. Hand it to pop over.
Well, anyway,
here.
while these guys are figuring it out,
Yeah.
let me talk about a little bit about Muhammad. I know nothing about Muhammad, actually. I didn't know nothing.
Like Ali.
Because they refused to show him. Yeah. I don't even know what he looks like.
Okay, we got Daniel back online.
I'm back online.
I if there is some, I will be editing this, so I'm not gonna like cut this out because I love going back on the curtains a little bit and showing you guys. But if there was a jump, that means that there was a really high pitched noise that I didn't want you to have to endure. But if there wasn't a cut, I'm talking
no
out my
high-pitched
ass.
noise.
So
okay. Is there? I mean, you know, you're in the industry. What is it? Just when you like restart the mic?
I mean, yeah, there can just be some like I literally have no clue. I my guess would. I don't know. I literally don't know what to expect. But yeah, I see this is what I like about like the rebrand. I know we've talked about it a lot, but the rebrand is still kind of fresh. You know,
I
only
even
the
called
third
it
episode.
media crash
at the beginning
just
here.
starting out. Like that wasn't on purpose or anything. I genuinely forgot that we're Neon Apes now.
Yeah, and so like it's
though I do
nice.
like this a bit better than endlessly talking about genres and our experiences with them. I mean, it was nice, but it's more nice to be free flowing.
Yeah, it's
Speaking
nice
of
to kind
free
of just
flowing,
talk like we normally would, you know.
Speaking of that.
So yeah, tell us about Muhammad.
Muhammad? I don't want to talk about Muhammad, actually.
Wow.
I know literally nothing about him.
Wow. But you know about Santa Claus.
Islamophobic.
I do.
You're a Santa Claus zealot.
Is this a cancel Christmas thing? Are you bringing up right now? That like,
all right, you know what? I want to cancel Christmas, not because of like Jesus reasons or anything. I'm wearing a cross. No, I've decided I hate everything surrounding Christmas.
Yeah, like
is it
nonpartisan. You just despise Christmas.
So you're just the
Yeah,
Grinch.
like basically, yeah.
So by the way, when I was a kid, I had the animated
Grinch controlled
version
opposition.
of Grinch. I had the animated Grinch VCR tape, and I played that shit so much, even non-Christmas themed.
You've been
I broke
brainwashed
it.
since you were a child into enjoying this awful season.
Dude, it's amazing. We went to Walmart and me and Caitlin, we got a fake Christmas tree that had lights and we put it up a couple days before Thanksgiving.
You know, for a while, I thought I was just pissed at Christmas encroaching earlier and earlier. That wasn't it. I wouldn't mind if it was going earlier and earlier. You know what? I enjoy like the day of Christmas. I don't enjoy the season of Christmas.
Like it is my favorite holiday. Winter's my favorite season. It's just so nice to like drive and see like holiday
I can't think of
Christmas
anything
lights
except like rampant consumerism. Not that I'm one of those fucking commie Chapo trap house bastards, but like. It's all I see. It's the most profitable time of the year.
I think Valentine's is that. Because at least Christmas has a history to it, although you can get into that.
Yeah,
but Valentine's feels literally like it was like nothing for the longest time, and then corporations discovered it and were like, people have girlfriends and people have boyfriends.
We can make this an obligation.
So more chocolate. So, but like, okay, here's the thing though. Like, I hate capitalism as much as the next guy that hates capitalism.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
I did. Well, I dislike a lot of parts about it. But okay, either way though, like, yeah, all that shit, it exists 100%. But like, you can still kind of like, I don't know, separate it. At least in my mind, I separate the consumerism from the season and the festivity and like going and seeing family and like Christmas trees. Like I have Christmas.
Thanksgiving is just better. You get to see your family. You don't have to buy them all gifts, and y'all eat like this giant ass meal and then sit in a food coma and can just be on your own for several hours.
A portion of my just ambivalence, I don't know the word, to Thanksgiving is because I just don't think I like turkey that much. And that's like 50%.
Have you had good turkey? Like, have you had like turkey actually?
I can eat the legs like a Renaissance fair.
Yeah.
But like pure just like turkey on its own, that little like dangly stuff, I don't like.
I mean,
the skin?
No, like the little when
like
it's like down to like the little stringy parts.
Well, I mean,
the stringy part. What?
I'm confused.
Like if you get like chicken breast, you can like legit cut,
but I'm not really a big fan of that either. I don't like.
Okay, so you don't like the taste of turkey meat.
No, I don't.
But see, like,
you will be shot upon leaving this building.
Like stuffing is amazing. Freaking sweet potato like casserole, like especially like my mom, she'll make it with like a million like marshmallows and brown sugar.
A-tier
like,
shit right there.
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave all of it.
Oh, even like freaking man.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, good.
Mashed potatoes and gravy are good.
Green beans,
like corn, green beans.
That's like basic.
Pie.
That's
basic
bullshit.
Nah.
I remember making fun of you as a kid when you didn't like pie. You just like no pie. No pie you like.
What do you enjoy in this cold, hollow life? What brings this husk of a man any kind of solace that pie couldn't?
I have to watch like any other food, like I don't know, like pasta.
You prefer pasta?
No, I knew the first like thing I would bring up. You were going to target me. I just couldn't think of like. You made me think of a pastry. Like I like cake. Ice cream cake's pretty good.
Well, see, that's why you just get like pie and then you heat it up until it is like red hot. Like I eat my food scalding, and then you get a bunch of ice cream and you slap that shit on the pie, and it is so goddamn good.
Where can you eat the ice cream?
Yeah, but like get it with the pie, like apple pie.
Yeah.
Ooh, apple pie.
Ice cream and apple pie is a pretty good combo.
Like
I could
pecan pie and ice cream. Like ice cream is my favorite dessert, so I'm super biased. I will throw ice cream on literally anything. Maybe not pumpkin.
Turkey?
Probably, honestly. By the way,
you're banned from Thanksgiving.
Completely.
I'm the arbiter of Thanksgiving, and I have to ban you now.
I'm banned, canceled from Thanksgiving. But I remember, because ice cream's amazing, my favorite dessert. I went to a like fair at some point, and they had fried ice cream because they have fried everything. I've never been more disappointed my entire life because it literally is just a ball of fried ice cream, I guess. And how they do it is like they like freeze dry it or make it just so cold that they can throw it in the fryer and it'll fry a layer of it and it won't melt the whole ice cream. So it's literally you just have a layer of like the crispy fryness and then it's just ice cream. Like it's just normal ice cream. It doesn't like add to it at all.
Maybe you're meant to like enjoy the crunchy bits with the ice cream, let the flavors complement one another.
I mean, like it wasn't bad, but that's because it's ice cream. Like I enjoy ice cream, so I don't know. I just remember it being a disappointment, which
I don't understand the whole frying just random shit.
All right, fried butter. Like I've heard it's tasty, but that sounds like the most disgusting shit.
Yeah.
Like fried Oreos and fried Twinkies, those do sound good. I've never had them. So if for anyone listening or watching, if you've had those, let us know.
I heard fried Twinks for half a second. Like, what kind of fairs are you going to? I know
Alabama
Texas,
ones.
But shit.
Oh my gosh! So
man, you're into some kinky stuff.
Hell yeah, man! Can fry it. I can't even finish.
So moving on, what if plants became sentient? Like for all intents and purposes, they're still the same, but plants are sentient now, and you have to put some effort in. Maybe it's like a chip or something you put on them, but they can communicate with you. How do you react to that?
I guess veganism / vegetarianism would probably no wait.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It would be changed because then you can't really eat that either.
Because they would be, they don't want to eat animals, but then like when a plant's like, yo, dude, please don't fucking eat me.
If a plant is more justifiable not eating than a pig, then what do?
I mean, you eat.
You eat the pig?
No, you just pretty much continue status quo, I'd think.
But at that
I would
point,
way rather not.
Though.
So eating a pig is one thing because it's like, okay, I mean, it's an animal.
Consumes other life.
Wait, are you saying sentient as in it can talk to me and understand my speech?
All right, maybe like,
Because then that's a whole nother moral thing.
Dolphins are like they're like
if
they're like animal level intelligence.
Because I was going to say if hobbits existed in my world, I would not justify eating them just because they're definitely a different species.
Yeah, but those are like. I mean, we don't really eat.
Could
monkeys.
a human eat? We eat monkeys. Just people in America don't eat monkeys.
Yeah, like India.
I don't want to eat my monkey over here.
Dude, chimpanzees will eat each other.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw
cannibalism is quite common for
I
animals.
saw a GIF on Twitter that was a chimpanzee or a monkey. I don't know. I know there's technically different terms, but it was peeling a banana. But it was like, you know how normally for us we'll just peel the banana and then eat it. Dude, this little monkey was so picky. It peeled the entire thing off. Then it peeled those little like stringy things off, like from literally every side. And then it like kept picking at it. And then like after like a minute and a half, it was like, okay, now it's okay to eat. And it ate it.
It's a high class monkey.
If you were, and do you know the movie Santa Claus, like the one where the guy becomes Santa Claus?
Is it? Yeah, and then like in one of them, like the ice guy.
Yeah, we're talking about the first one for now.
I know what movie you're talking about.
If you were in the first one, same thing happens where you see Santa Claus, you call his name, he falls, and he just deflates, and you put on the suit for some reason and become Santa Claus. Do you reject that life, or do you accept?
Doesn't he only have to do it like one day out of the year?
Yeah, but you're still stuck there, having to manage all those elves.
I mean, you're also stuck in, your job and other life obligations. So, like, what's one more?
But, like, by factor of it literally just being thrust upon you, how much do you reject it at first? Because I feel like I'd be pretty pissed if they're
I'd be
just like,
down.
If they're like, hey, okay, come on, you're Santa Claus. I'm like, wait, what if I don't want to be Santa Claus? And they're like, you're Santa Claus. I'd be like, whoa.
Well, yeah, if you tell me I have to do something, by default, my brain's going to go into like, no, I don't want to. But like, I don't know, if Santa was like real and like, I could be Santa, that sounds pretty lit.
I might Stanley Parable that a little bit and like reject the destiny and see if they go after me or something.
And then you turn into the ice guy.
I want to be the first one.
All right. So they send assassins with Christmas.
They've never had this happen before. So they're like,
so the rule is, according to the movie anyways, if you kill Santa, you become Santa.
Yeah. Oh, is that really?
So you would have basically an infinite line of hitmen prepared by the elves they're like, okay, you want to be Santa. All right, cool. Shoot this guy.
It's like Hereditary.
Fucking kill him. It's like
I didn't know that was the lore behind that.
He's
Santa
just being
movie.
pursued.
Well, that's what happens.
He's marked.
He kills Santa? And
basically,
yeah.
He goes out. It's his dad, standard, shitty dad at the beginning of the movie. I think he's divorced. I don't remember. But he goes out of his
like
house.
every Lifetime movie plot.
Yeah. He looks out and Santa's on his roof. He somehow just discovers him. Humanity has not been able to discover the Santa in thousands of years. And he's like, hey, what are you doing up there? And he falls and hits the thing. He's like, oh, are you okay? And you see his body just deflate. And all that's left is the suit. And so this guy just puts on the suit of the guy that just died in front of him, I guess. And he's now Santa. So I guess you need to kill him or you need to put on the suit, if I remember.
So,
okay, so you have to kill them and put on the suit.
Than the answers.
I don't think they thought through the deep lore involved in having like basically a transferable Santa identity.
So yeah, what if he just dies on a deathbed like a normal person? Do they just take it and throw it in like?
Was it like?
Yeah. What if he gets cremated in the Santa outfit?
What if you have like a loving wife and like 5 kids, and you put on the
two
thing?
Wives?
No, wait, one wife. Maybe it's a Mormon. Maybe it's a Mormon, but and like 5 kids. And like a mother that's staying with him, and then just because he's put on the suit, he has to be in the North Pole now.
Can he take
see his family?
He could probably take his family with him.
But do you want to take your family to the North Pole?
Dude, fuck yeah.
They could get eaten by polar bears or something.
No, dude, the elves probably have like fucking machetes, machine guns, and turrets.
You want to see the like? Is that still a good childhood for your children? To be
What?
like,
Actually,
don't worry, we'll take care of the polar bears.
I would accept and then not do anything and spend my life on the run from, of course, the elf hitmen, so I can end Christmas, or at least all the shit surrounding it.
I would join the elves in helping hunt you down, and then I would take the suit off of you after I murder you.
Elves theme
and become
is
the
playing
true
while
Santa.
you're trying to outsmart the elves. And what best way? Just give everyone the shittiest gift and everyone hates Santa now.
Yes.
And the kids,
I don't kill Santa. I kill what he represents. I kill people's image of Santa.
So in this world where I guess parents still don't think Santa exists, I don't know what the propaganda behind that is. But
also in this world, how do the parents like rationalize gifts showing?
Are they given?
Let's change the topic a little bit, but that made me think about like the Polar Express, you know, the movie with like the train, and like, how does anyone in a world where like Santa is so obviously fucking real, how did people not believe in Santa?
There's like a whole city up there.
Yeah, like also Polar Express. That movie was like the shit for me. I watched that movie so many times.
All right.
Dude, Christmas DLC Black Ops Win, where it's the 80s, and there's a plot by Perseus to unveil Santa to the real world, and you
have to go track down a KGB agent on the Polar Express. You meet with your one contact there. It's that fucking nerd kid.
There's a mission where you're one of the kids on the Polar Express having to like dodge who you think might be the spy. It's another kid.
Dude, that'd be a good social deception game.
Polar Express, but like killers.
Yeah, like what? Like so, you're all on the Polar Express, but one kid is really naughty, and he wants to murder everyone.
So it's just Among Us, but on a train with kids.
Yeah,
wasn't that in like I like the idea Critical Role one shot where like they were role playing elves trying to rescue Santa.
Oh,
and one of them hated Santa. So when they finally get to him, he just
turns and kills him right there. Then fucking hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I would be that kid if I was on the Polar Express. It's a matter of principle.
Do you think the reason they don't want to unveil that elves are real is because they're being paid really low wages?
Yeah, actually, how does that like?
It's just unpaid labor.
Maybe
there's
like,
no amendment on
all the governments of the world know that elves are real, and apparently
keep it secret just to make them slaves.
My God, it's fucked up.
What's the company that has the shit? There's
Apple?
all
the sewage company.
No, there's the company that has like the Keebler elves. We gotta go after Keebler.
Okay,
I don't know what
the
I'm
Keebler
pretty
elves.
sure they just use
Keebler's the cereal with the Rice Krispie treats.
I think they just use like machines.
Elves. The three guys in Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, they're called Keebler elves.
No, wait. I'm not sure.
Or is that the other guy? Or is that the old guy?
I think the Keebler elves are the cookie ones.
Okay, never mind. We gotta get them first.
It's a different species.
Is there like some secret like capitalism cinematic universe that I don't know about?
You're semi right. Where like I don't know why me and Daniel know all about these like mascots of random corporations, but well, okay, come on. You know about
Tony the Tiger.
Oh yeah, that guy.
The Kool-Aid Man?
Kool-Aid, see?
Okay. All right, let's try and describe mascots in like the least descriptive ways possible.
Okay, who would win? Tony the Tiger or Kool-Aid Man? An unstoppable force against an impenetrable wall.
Okay, so we know that the Kool-Aid Man has enough force, has enough power to break through a brick wall.
Yeah.
And Tony the Tiger, though, pretty thick, all right, and like he's an athlete, but we don't know in this world whether or not an athlete like a top level tiger athlete could break down a brick wall like that, or even how much like durability the Kool-Aid Man has.
All right, second round, okay. I don't know any of these guys' names actually. The fucking leprechaun.
Oh yeah, Lucky Charms.
But he has access to all his charms. Versus Thanos. But he has access to all of the whole Infinity Gauntlet.
I feel like you got some subreddit. I'm gonna go ahead and say Thanos wins. What do y'all think?
No, yeah.
I'm just imagining the trailer music and it's like one by one and like he's holding all of them.
You know what? I'm so surprised they didn't do an Infinity War crossover.
I found a more different alternative. He has like all of the Lucky Charms. They're like, no.
Speaking of the Lucky Charms, for one Christmas, like several years ago, I got my sister like a bag of like just only the Lucky Charms marshmallows. And like, it was a giant bag. So, she probably had a bowl or two and, it's good. But like, you can't eat that every day. So like it just stayed there. So every now and then I would pour myself giant bowl of like all marshmallows Lucky Charms. And it's so good in the first couple bites. And then you just keep eating it because it's like really good. And then when you are finished with that bowl, I will tell you, you will have never felt like more shit in your life.
That's like probably like the idea of like a whole thing of whipped cream, like a whole bowl of whipped cream. Because I'm like, ooh, whipped cream, I like whipped cream. I'm like, I don't know if I can eat a whole bowl of whipped cream though.
Yeah. No,
well, whipped cream is like very not dense. You can probably do it, but
I saw in the store, and I didn't buy it, but there was ice cream that had the Lucky Charms marshmallows in the ice cream.
Okay, that's actually pretty pog.
You know, sometimes I worry about like, you know, nicotine and alcohol causing me to be unhealthy. And then I remember that shit like that exists.
Oh yeah, just sugar, caffeine, all these things that are normalized.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about, you know, like having smoked at one point, because it's probably better for me than eating that ever will be. I mean, I still eat Takis, and those are basically like radioactive wastes you're putting into your
battery
stomach.
acid.
Yeah,
but it's so good. I don't know what makes them so good.
Right? Like, they're addictive. Once you start, you can't stop.
Man, Takis sponsorship.
Yeah, sponsor us. Your food is absolutely awful for the mind, body, and soul, but there's some part of our monkey brain that enjoys it. So give us money and we'll shill for you.
Exactly. Got to have a diet of energy drinks and Lucky Charms, ice cream, and Takis. That is the meal of the champion. Right
meal
there.
of the champion.
I feel sick just thinking about that.
Tony the Tiger would approve.
Breakfast for champions. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Oh yeah, and you got to have milk. He's like got milk.
All right, so I would just like to say Thanos is cheating there because he's not a cereal mascot. These need to be beings of like a similar level. It's like asking if like, you know, Goku could like beat up a really tough fireman. Like, there's different universes, different levels of power. So I raised you the Trix Bunny versus the Toucan from Fruit Loops. They're both
definitely
animals.
That toucan. Dude, that thing would rip
I don't know, man.
the rabbit's flesh apart. Dude,
Trix
he got
never gets
done.
his food though. He doesn't have nothing much to lose.
But
he's going out with everything he's got.
But the Toucan has
fly up.
like those 3 kids. The Trix Rabbit could use, you know, some trickery, some tricks,
He's
if
got
you
nothing.
would.
He was terrible.
Some tricks.
Kids always caught him.
And, you know, capture those kids and use them as hostages.
I know for the who would win arguments, you gotta go to feats. And there's not very many feats I will concede for Trix Rabbit now to think about it, because he can't get his cereal from even the kids.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, the Toucan has like no hardship in his life for getting that cereal. It's handed to him in silver
Yeah, that's
platter.
what I'm saying, though.
So though we've seen the rabbit fail, we haven't even seen the Toucan try. The rabbit has struggled his entire life to earn even a modicum of that delicious, delicious Trix cereal.
Low-key, the reason behind one of my favorite fights in One Piece is like there's one character that just doesn't like know how to lose as well, and that's how he ends up losing. It's like he doesn't take losing as like getting hit down as hard as the other guy. It's a very interesting fight.
Yeah. No, see, in my mind, every time I think about them fighting, I just literally imagine Toucan just using his beak or whatever they're called.
But okay, what's the size proportion
The
that we're talking about
bunny's
here?
flesh apart. Dude, that
Because we're talking about like
rabbit was
actual
giant.
animals. I'd say they're on the same, like a rabbit versus a toucan.
No, but that rabbit was giant. That rabbit was like
Yeah, so I'd say the
as
rabbit
big
is
as
just
like an adult male.
Yeah, but like, wasn't the Toucan just toucan size?
Well, theoretically, the rabbit should be able to kill the fucking kids as well. So I don't know if we should put it down to that.
maybe.
I mean, maybe the rabbit just has a strict moral code, and you know he's like not doing that because, you know, the warrior's honor. He needs.
Or yeah, he doesn't want to kill kids, or maybe he doesn't want to kill toucan though. So what do we do with that?
All right, but like whenever we're talking about these who would win scenarios, I think like bloodlusted is always like
Okay, so we're
present there. You know,
So then I would say the
don't
rabbit
think
would
the
win.
leprechaun and I don't think the leprechaun and Thanos would have any kind of grudge. Their personal ideologies and the things that make up the very core of their being are too closely aligned for them to ever want to fight. But
I guess,
you know, for the purpose,
I guess the leprechaun wouldn't have any reason to stop Thanos wiping out half the population, because he could wish himself or anyone he would desire back because of his lucky charms.
and there would be less kids after his lucky charms.
Oh God, what have we done? Instead of making them fight, we've just made them join sides.
Yeah, actually, he would be on board with Thanos because those kids are
That's
only
50%
there.
less kids trying to steal his charms.
The only reason they're
Oh.
trying to steal the charms is because of, you know, too many people, not enough resources.
Yes.
Which is Thanos' whole point.
Thanos can reason with the leprechaun.
Okay, so again, back to the main point. They're bloodlusted. The Trix rabbit wants nothing more than the toucan's death, even though he has a code of honor when fighting kids.
I'm still standing by my.
I would say the rabbit would stop him.
I think the rabbit.
He doesn't
rabbit
have
has
he's got
fingers. He would grab
He would do
his
this
scrawny neck and just
Yeah.
I think the guy could. I think the toucan would just fly around him and constantly like peck at him and like.
But what can a toucan do?
Dude, he's got a sharp like razor. Fucking
How do you know
He's not-
razor sharp? How is this established?
Because like
He's not a Mortal
That's what
Kombat
birds-
character.
That's what birds do. Like
He's not. Do you think the toucan's beak is that way because it's like consumes like the brains of jaguars? Yeah. No, it's like I don't know what it's meant to eat, but like fruit, I'm guessing, or like probably something like.
yeah, well, like
The Trix rabbit is adult human size. So imagine you. Could you beat a
but I think the
toucan?
toucan's a little bit bigger than a normal toucan.
Okay, I think you could still like an adult, like human-sized being. I think that could beat even a large toucan. Like I don't know, say
Let's
one
say
like
small size D&D terms, like a halfling size. Or
yeah,
like
like maybe comes up to this table. It's about as wide. What do you think, Holden?
I see. I have not seen him in a while, but I believe.
For
I believe in my words.
in your mind, how big is he?
In my mind, probably like
I don't think you're open to reason on
as
this.
big as this, as big as and wide as like it's a big toucan. Like it was probably like overall as big as
I could
this
see
entire
at that size,
thing.
if it got like a good chomping on the head, it could take out the head pretty quickly, easily.
I think it's anyone's game there, really.
Yeah.
Because if the rabbit gets him into a grapple, you know, he's just a bird. What is he going to do? His only method of transportation is wings, and bird bones are hollow. So that would be like nothing to snap. It would be like snapping a twig for that rabbit.
Why? So we take away the topic of genres for our conversation. It just turns into a
talking about
battle royale between serial mascots.
I am so happy we rebranded.
hell yeah, man. What, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. I got two into the toucan thing,
Well,
but this toucan rip apart this
We can
freaking
finish
rabbit.
it. We're getting pretty far. So
Okay,
All
well,
right.
I mean, I guess.
I think that's a good place.
Yeah, I think
to
that's a
end it.
good place to start. We probably spent like 10, 15 minutes of talking
How
about.
much of that podcast
I
was
just-
just serial
I was thinking
mascot
about
talk?
maybe changing the topic, but we got so like invested because I'm like,
No, yeah, that's the way to do it.
This is
so.
like this is real shit. This is important. This is what our viewers come to us for.
Yeah, like this is literally like this is what we end up like talking about when we just like
Even when we were
yeah.
on like media crash, like, okay, let's focus on media. Yeah,
because
we
now it's
never
at least
focused.
we can go on this and not like feel like
yeah, we
we're
can go
literally
down the
just
rabbit hole and stuff.
going
So
against our philosophy.
yeah,
Speaking of which, rabbits dig holes. I don't think a toucan could reach, you know, a rabbit in his rabbit hole.
oh, so he
would
would
try
try like a
and
little
do that.
bit.
I would say like situation really affects the context of like who is ambushing who, because I feel like that would really
Yeah,
Oh,
like, all right,
whoever's-
if they're both skydiving, toucan wins. If they're in an underground cave complex, like, the Trix rabbit obviously wins.
So here's what we need to do. We need to get a battle royale made where all of this game gets funded by all of the cereal mascots sponsoring the game, so you can play as like the
we
Trix
can
rabbit.
scalp
You can
them by
play
giving
as,
direct stat increases for anyone who gives us more money.
exactly. There we go. Their mascot
We are
can
open
be
to
better.
bribes.
Yeah. So, well, on that note, the one thing is if you are watching or listening at this point, you should let us know in the comments down below if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're listening, go on YouTube to do this. Who do you think would win in a fight, the Trix rabbit or the toucan from Fruit Loops? So,
Know what the right answer
Sam,
is?
Toucan Sam, that's his name.
Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam or...
If you don't vote,
Is it
Toucan
Max
Sam,
the rabbit?
He will come and
No, it's-
that's I think
No, that's Sam and...
Sam and Max.
Sam and Max.
Okay, whatever.
All right, but Max could kill the toucan.
He's
All
got
right.
like a Tommy gun or something. So
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, Max. Okay. I'm glad we agree there. I guess that's it, though.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching and listening. And you know, if you have any suggestions for things you want us to talk about in the future, you know, let us know. And other than that, I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.